Welcome back to the channel. Tony here. Today we're headed out to Garner State Park. This is a park that's on the Rio Frio, and it's probably, I'm going to say, located halfway between San Antonio and Del Rio. It's a park that's, you know, a good 3 hours from Austin, so it's one that's a ways out there, but it's totally accessible from San Antonio or anywhere in that area. It's also one that it's a nice ride. You can take a couple routes. You can go highway all the way, or you can take a partial highway and back roads, which I'm doing right now. You know, I get a break from the full-on 70-mile-per-hour highway to some of these back roads where it's, you know, you're pretty isolated and you can just enjoy the ride. You don't have a bunch of traffic. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to go scout this out for future camping for in the spring and the summer. It's kind of cold right now, but hey, you know, we still got to ride, so come along. It's really cool, all these colors. It just got like that over here. It's just dotted with all this color. Really cool. So this is Highway 16 that we're on right now. We just left Bandera, so this should be the last leg to the park. I had a feeling that this section of the ride was going to be pretty cool just by seeing it on the map. Very cool. Definitely the funnest part of the ride is this section of 16. Really cool colors here in this section with the light coming out. It's like maples. The Frio Rio. Cold River. Hello. Yes, I do. Alright, so here we are. We are in the park. Check this out. I've been really wanting to come out here. Alright, let's see what we got here. We'll go down this way first. Seems pretty spread out, like most of the parks I go to there. Like once you turn in, like there's campsites everywhere, but this looks pretty spread out, which is nice. We'll have to sit down and check out the map and see where we're at. Park store, 1 mile. Looks like the visitor center. We'll go ahead and get our map set up. We'll check this out. This is the Shady Meadows camping area. So pretty basic. I mean, just a table and a parking spot. Not much of a campsite for these, but hey, looks like the ones on that side are nicer because you're kind of up against the mountain than being out here in the open. Some of these are even available, so I mean, you could even come out here today and camp if you wanted to, which is nice to know that it's not all 100% reserved. So I mean, that one's available. That's really good to know that they're available. You don't really see that a lot out on these parks. That's a cool little camper. I know that a lot of them on their website, when you go to book a campsite and like everything's reserved and so on, they do say that, you know, there are available sites if you call. So for some reason, I guess they leave some available for if you call, than just doing it all on the website, I'm guessing. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty cool. That's a nice little spot versus something like that. Yeah, that's another nice one right here. Kind of tucked away up in the back up in there. It's like a trailhead. These would do in a pinch, you know, come out here and just want to spend the night, or you're traveling and you need a place to spend the night. You could pick one of these. I've seen a couple availabilities, so it's not like they're all reserved. Like that one right there, that's available. This is kind of like roadside camping because, you know, you're right on the road. You're going to get a lot of traffic. We'll have to see where this goes. For a lot of hiking trails. Probably a lookout. Yeah, scenic overlook. This is probably the scenic drive. It is a pretty big park. I mean, I'll have to say that so far. I mean, it's been pretty spread out. Lots of trails. It almost looks like cabins out here. Yeah, cabin area. You know, I do remember staying out here on the Frio Rio a long time ago, and it was in a little cabin like this. I bet it was one of these cabins out here, but we were right on the river. But yeah, I do remember that. So this is the cabin area. So that was just the store. And now we're gonna go check out some of these other campsites and cabins and stuff. These look like your interior campsites over here with your kind of cabins over here. This looks like they give you some shelter and some screening from the mosquitoes during mosquito season. But yeah, these are pretty out in the open campsites. Again, available. So can't really complain. This is not a bad one right there. And here's the river. I guess you could bring your own kayaks. I vaguely remember this part, but you know, 15, 20 years ago, who can remember that anyways? It's like picnic areas. Not bad. I didn't come prepared to do a picnic, so we're just riding through today. But that's nice, you know. Pull up there right by the water and have a picnic. It'd be nice if those were campsites right there on the water, but maybe there are somewhere around here. Some more campsites up here. It is definitely a different vibe out here than some of the other parks that we visited. It really has more of an open campsite kind of vibe here than some of the other ones. This is nice. You're right down here on the river. Yeah, I guess this place is probably really popular during the summertime when you have all that heat and you got the Frio Rio right there. I'm sure it's pretty packed. Right now it's not because it's pretty cold out, but definitely lots of hiking, lots of trailheads, and now is a good time to go hiking, you know, in the low 70s. Take a look at these. Again, more open, but you know, there's quite a few available, so I am going to give this park that much that you could just come out here and most likely get a campsite without having to make reservations during this time of year. These aren't too bad. They're up against that little creek right there. You know, well shaded versus these other ones here out in the open. Definitely like these the best so far. Not a big fan of the cabins, but these are right down here on the river. No motorized vehicles, sorry. Iron Butterfly doesn't get to go back there, but bikes do. The human-powered ones do. All right, let's see. I think there's one more camping area. Again, this is pretty wide open. You know, you got these over here, which are pretty good. I would do one of these out here. It's a nice one right there. I think there's one more section down here for camping. We'll have to see what that's about. But I will say the ride there on 16 to the park here was really nice. That was definitely a really nice, that's the highlight of the actual ride out here, is that section to Utopia. When you hit Highway 16, that section is really nice. Okay, so that's where we came in. So this must be some more campsites down this way. Lots of trails, lots of mountain biking. I'm guessing it's just a big mountain bike area. All right, well, we'll go down here first. Check these out. You could land a Cub there. You could land a plane right there on that. Yeah, I'm liking this area already. I mean, it's open and stuff, but it's just I definitely like this area a lot better. Less congested, less populated. Got your bathrooms. I mean, one of those sites back there would be cool. They are pretty open. I mean, that's wide open, but I guess that's good for stargazing. If you were out here and just wanted to look through the top of your tent and stargaze. These aren't bad. Kind of, you know, tucked in there with some shelter versus something like that with no shelter whatsoever. But again, if you're out here for stargazing, that would be cool. But yeah, I definitely like this section a lot better than that other section. I mean, a lot of these sites right here are cool. Any of these down here are cool. We'll have to remember this section. I take it the river's just right over there. We don't have time to go hiking. It is a 3-hour ride, so we want to make sure we get home before dark. So. Well, it's not too bad. Some of these tucked up in the, but definitely this is the run right here. I think there's one more section to look at. Yeah, because the river's just right down there. Not too sure about these. These are kind of pretty open, but you know, the river's right there, so these aren't too bad. Looks like there's a few more over there. Not sure how you access that. Maybe it's further down here. But yeah, you could land a Cub right there, no problem. Just drop in over those lines. All right, so we'll go ahead and check out this last section here. Yeah, so this must be the Live Oak camper sites. Okay, there's more down that way. So this is the other half. Yeah, this is cool down here. This is, you know, because you got all along the river there. This is going to be more of your interior. Well shaded. I haven't seen one that's available here. These are all reserved, so these are probably more sought out than that other side. But yeah, any of these, I mean, short of some of these ones that are just out in the open, but a lot of these are nice. I could definitely do one of these. You got your restrooms. These all have water and electricity, so you can charge your phone, your iPad, so you can watch your Netflix at night. This is not bad. This is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna call this section over here the section to be in versus that first section with all the cabins and everything. This is definitely the section that I would want to be in. And then you got, you know, your most popular is going to be right here along the river. This run here is going to be your river run. So all these campsites here, there's probably trails that go down to the river. These are probably more suited for camping than for RVs, but you could still fit a nice RV in there. But yeah, maybe, you know, I'll definitely come out here during the spring or summertime, you know, it's going to be a lot more. You can see how it's not really that crowded right now. It's going to be a lot more crowded during the summertime, that's for sure. You know, with the attraction being the river. Oh yeah, that's really nice. That water's that turquoise, blue and green. Yeah, all of these back up to the water, which would be cool if you can hear the water at night. We'll see what this park site's like. What do we got there? That's just a wild cat. No bobcat, no nothing. Let's check out this. That's a nice spot right there. Yeah, I mean, all of these are going to be nice, you know, short of these ones out here in the open. Any of the ones along the river are going to be pretty nice. That's a nice one right there. Yeah, I was kind of like, you know, that first section, I just wasn't really into it. And seeing this section is definitely the section to come out to for a night, you know, to come out camping. And so again, that ride on Highway 16 was really nice. I think that was from Bandera to Utopia. That was really nice. Well, cool. I'm glad we came out here. We almost didn't want to come out here just because it was so cold, and it's just like, but it turned out pretty nice. I mean, it's like 70 degrees now. It started out at, you know, in the 40s. It was pretty cold. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this scouting of this park. I mean, the colors, you know, it's probably a little bit late in the fall for all the colors, but I can imagine from what I was seeing back there that these whole hillsides are just dotted with those reds. You know, it's hard to see them right now, but yeah, I bet those are really stand out. All right, well, there you go. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up here. I hope you enjoyed the tour of this Garner State Park and scoping out some camping sites. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That helps me out and it grows the channel. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my other scouting and adventures and reviews and whatever else we're going to do about this Honda Africa Twin and my travels with it. So yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Adios.